The mistake most older men make. There's a behavior older men often fall into, and they don't even realize it's costing them respect, attraction, and dignity. They overcompensate. They try to act younger than they are. They dress like teenagers, talk like influencers, and chase validation from people who haven't lived half their life. And younger women? They notice it. And they hate it. Not because of the age difference, but because of the energy mismatch. Younger women don't hate older men. They hate when older men abandon their maturity. Stoicism teaches us to embrace what we are, not to run from it. A Stoic doesn't fake youth. He owns his age. He owns his wisdom. He owns his silence. The moment an older man starts trying too hard to impress, he loses the very thing that could make him attractive, his presence. You see, true masculinity doesn't seek approval. It rests in stillness. Most people, when they meet someone younger, feel the need to entertain, to prove, to explain themselves. But a Stoic man listens more than he speaks. He doesn't seek to dominate conversations. He doesn't try to be liked. He just is. And that is powerful. He doesn't chase attention. He holds it. He doesn't fear being misunderstood. He accepts it. The greatest mistake an older man can make is thinking he needs to compete with youth, when in fact, youth craves what he already has: depth, calm, certainty. But only if he remembers to embody it. That means not bragging, not oversharing, not seeking sympathy or praise, just walking in quiet confidence. Not the loud kind that demands recognition, but the kind that's impossible to ignore. This is where most men fail. And this is why younger women get repelled, not because of his years, but because of his neediness. Neediness kills attraction, but presence, that builds gravity. So if you're an older man, stop chasing relatability. Start embracing your role. A Stoic is a guide, not a performer. He is a mountain, not a billboard. And once you understand that, your world changes. Chapter 2. The Power of Embodied Stoicism. A Stoic older man walks into a room and everything shifts. Not because he's loud, but because he's whole. He doesn't need to impress. He doesn't need to posture. He doesn't need to be cool. He's grounded, anchored. He's lived, and it shows. But instead of hiding his scars, he owns them. Instead of pretending he's still 25, he shows what 45 or 55 can look like, with strength, not shame. And that energy? It's rare. Younger women and people in general can feel it instantly. He isn't trying to take energy. He's giving it calmly, wisely, sparingly. He lets others speak first. He waits before offering opinions. And when he does speak, people listen. Because they know it's not coming from a place of insecurity. It's coming from grounded experience. This kind of man doesn't just command respect. He creates peace, and peace is magnetic. But here's the twist. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about mastering emotion, not letting it master you. So when an older man feels fear, he names it, but doesn't kneel to it. When he feels desire, he observes it, but doesn't lose himself in it. When he feels anger, he pauses, then chooses his response. This is what real strength looks like, not flexing muscles, but flexing restraint, not chasing youth, but mentoring it. And in a world of noise, this quiet power stands out. So the next time you feel the urge to prove something, remember, you already have. You've survived. You've learned. You've grown. Now embody it. Be the calm in the storm. Be the steady hand. And younger women? They'll notice. Not because you're trying to be like them, but because you're being more of yourself. That's what they truly respect. That's what they're drawn to. Not flash, not trendiness, but timeless presence. And that, my friend, is the Stoic path.